Okay, so I hope I'm audible to you guys. I'm just seeing in my mind's eye, like yesterday morning, I was giving a Spanish exam, okay, and there was a question where this character is looking for new professional opportunities in Mexico or something like that was there. It was a unseen passage, okay. So I'm saying this is related to your, you can say, business, career, passion, etc., etc. Okay, all of these areas of your life are now aligning and merging together to become your, you know, your passion. Like it's your one direction. Okay, why I don't know why I'm hearing one direction. It's a musical band, group of singers that could be significant for you, or some of the other signs that this video is meant for you is I just was rewatching some of my Instagram chats, okay, that I have sent to myself, and I think you have been highly guided, like divinely guided by your higher self at this time. So please pay close attentions to the signs and synchronicities about change, transformations, new beginnings, new chapters, okay? In your career, in the way you have thought about or think about things, it's related to your money as well. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, you're about to be rich, okay, rich as for like, it's not like the normal life you hear out in the TV shows, like someone going viral for a while and the impact of this kind of fades away after some time. It's not that type of energy. It's not exactly viral, but I'm seeing that something, it's long lasting. Like it's kind of giving me that legacy vibes, okay? Long lasting legacy of success. Something like that. Okay. You are meant to be rich. I'm particularly hearing that you're going to get recognized for your work, okay? For the work that you have been doing on yourself. This actually feels very much connected to your heart, as well. Like the work that you have been doing, you have been pouring your heart out into your work, okay? So I feel like this thing that you're doing will be recognized first by yourself, okay? Through this higher self guidance, you will be the first to recognize the art, the creativity, the work that you have been doing behind the scenes, okay? I am also seeing that you're juggling between a lot of worlds, okay? I was hearing some specific words since yesterday that will also be a confirmation and sign that this video is meant for you, okay? um, Epitome, diabolical shits, okay? Then I don't know, you might be having very, you can say, vivid dreams at this point as well regarding receiving communication, a lot of messages. You might be receiving a lot of, you can say, um, messages and business proposals. I'm seeing like that. Or if you are on LinkedIn, you might be receiving a lot of, this is very specific, okay? um, I think if you have a LinkedIn account, you are going to receive a lot of, you can say, business proposals or messages like that. Or this could also just be you receiving a lot of communication from, I I'm think not thinking, I'm seeing that you are receiving communication from some important figures that that has some kind of value, like it adds value to your life, okay? In some or the other ways, these messages are going to be very important in determining the, you can say, trajectory of where you are going next in your life in terms of your purpose, your path, okay? Like you will be, it's not like these people are literally saying you what to do. That's not what I mean, okay? But there will be guidance. I'm not saying that these messages that you're receiving are going to be the ultimate blueprint for where you're meant to go in life, okay? But this is just a guidance. Take what resonates with you from the messages that you will be receiving. It can be on your WhatsApp as well, not just on LinkedIn, okay? It can be on any social media apps or accounts that you have. So, but it will be related to your purpose or something that you're doing, okay? The work will also get recognized externally, okay? So, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm already halfway in this video. My name is Aishi, and yeah, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, you're very much welcome, my hun. Uh, so yeah, I just I feel so one more of the signs that this video is meant for you is because you might be feeling very much restless, sleepless nights, okay? Trying to balance life balance, okay? A juggle between a lot of things. I'm saying that you're taking on a lot of responsibilities to, that is guiding you towards the, you can say, path that's destined for your success. So you are being divinely guided by your higher self. As I told you, in my Instagram messages, I was just seeing some of the chats, and I literally wrote that like, you, the content that you're making is being liked, supported, and you can say helping millions and billions of people out there. You receive so much love and support. So I'm also seeing coming together like in a community. Maybe some of you guys started out small, like as a content creator or as an influencer or any creator, artist kind of jobs and agencies. I'm seeing, okay, producing, like producers, okay, any kind of creative artist kind of um, or producer kind of agencies, okay? You might be working with them as a team, or you might be getting offers to work together as a, you can say, team in your business, okay? That will be helping you in, managing all these and juggling all these different, you can say, aspects when it comes to your creation, when it comes to your business. So yeah, I am hearing so many messages like you are being divinely guided at this time by your higher self. So please pay close attention to all the dreams, because you might be even dreaming about getting a message or communication from someone very, you can say, a person of high value. I'm saying that a person of high value or someone like in important position of power might be contacting you, okay, personally. So this is very specific, um, and it might be for a smaller collective here, not for everyone. So again, once again, use your discernment and only take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Okay, so I was hearing a lot of more words, okay, new words in my vocabulary. Like I just talked about epitome and diabolical shits, okay? I don't know what you're doing, okay, behind the scenes, but whatever you are cooking, okay, whatever you are marinating that chicken, I think that you are in this marination period, like, and you're about to, popped up. Like after marinating, after the chicken is like you cook it, okay, and it gets popped up, popped out. You're going to pop out in some or the other ways. I don't know why this is coming out. This is very specific. Once again, you might pop out. I'm saying that you are going to be recognized, you can say, worldwide, okay? You're going to be famous, you're going to be popular. And I'm talking about rich. I'm not talking about that normal kind of, the success stories that you hear, like once going, people going viral these days on social media, especially. It's not going to be a one time thing, okay? It's going to build up. Like I'm seeing something building up behind the scenes. Okay, something is cooking up, something is like boiling or marinating, kind of in that phase. When you cook something, it's like, and it's about to get popped up, like you are going to pop the chicken out of that boiler or something like that. So that is very specific. um what else am I hearing? Like the angels are, your angels are, you can say, very much protecting you. That came out, okay. Yeah, you might be very much divinely protected, and you have a lot of support. Okay, you have a lot of support from your team, uh, spiritual team of sisters, your guardian angels, okay, guardian angels, whatever you call them. So if you are confused about anything like your life purpose or path, you can always ask for assistance, for guidance, okay, to your higher self. Reach out to your ancestors, talk to them, okay, connect with them, or reach out to your, you can say, guardian angels. Look, pay close attention to the signs, okay, look for signs. It's not like you are going to actively go and seek the answers, or being this, chasing the answers. No, you're not meant to do that. You're not meant to chase, or you be desperate looking for all the answers in all the wrong places. You're not meant to do that, okay. My angels are showing me that you are meant to sit with yourself, okay. This recognition that will hit you, it's first going to be very internal before it's from the external. Before the external validates you or gives you any kind of recognition for the work you're doing, okay, it's going to be internal and very much like you hitting a certain breakthrough, kind of, or a certain break point that's going to open up. I'm seeing a dam being opened, okay? Like in my mind's eye, I can see an overflow and influx of abundance and success, like flowing into all different aspects of your life. So it can be very much related to your wealth, okay? And wealth is not just in the sense that you are going to receive a lot of money all the time. No, that might be true, okay, that can be a sign that, because I said that you are about to get rich, okay, that is also something I heard earlier. But it's wealth in this sense is also in the terms of, you can say, you might be feeling very much fulfilled and happy, and something about having more rest, needing to rest more, having more joy and fun when you rest and not quit, okay. So when you get tired, okay, I'm hearing this quote, and this is so magical shit, bro, because I just now I was scrolling through my phone, okay, and I read that quote. It was saying, when you are tired, learn to rest, not quit. So do not, you know focus on short term gains. Don't look for shortcuts, or you can say cheat codes, because I see that at this point, wherever you are at a point where things have. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune from the tarot cards, okay? Things are coming easy for you, okay? Things are slowly becoming easy for you. It's not like quickly, but slowly, okay? And many of the things, especially when it comes to your business, your profession, your career, and every different aspect of your life, whatever you used to struggle with before, the struggle is kind of loosening its hold or chokehold on you, okay? It's loosening its grip, and you are coming out of that survival mode, out of that defense mode, and out of that, you can say, chaotic, unstable environment, okay. it I think this was not just mental, it was also because of your environment that you were being surrounded with in the past. But it's something related to, you have been working on this for a very long time. Like, I don't think a lot of people knew that you're working on this, whatever you're building right now, project, okay? I don't think a lot of people knows about this. You have been keeping it kind of a secret. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's working, okay? Babe, I don't know what you're doing behind the scenes. Whatever you're doing, it's cooking and it's showing up, okay? As your manifestation. It's getting manifested. Okay, so I'm also seeing that the results for your work, okay? As it's coming as like little kind of rewards on the way, because you are going through this, you can say, long run, on the long run, long game. You're not choosing easy, you can say, short term gains, or you can say that instant gratification, okay? Yes, okay, I got the word instant gratification. So you are not immediately, for example, let's take for example, you love eating chocolates, okay? And you want to give yourself some kind of sweet treat because you have a sweet tooth. This is personally significant to me, it might be significant for a lot of you guys as well. So any kind of those short term rewards, okay, you're kind of holding it, you're kind of holding that urge back of giving yourself immediate, you can say, short term rewards. Though you are showing gratitude towards yourself, towards your work, you are resting as well, but you are not immediately going for anything outside of you to validate what you have just worked on. You are first saying that you are proud of yourself, you are first showing gratitude towards yourself before you share it with anyone else on the outside, or anyone else on the outside recognizes it and praise it for you, okay? So you're not going and you can say looking for the chocolates because you want it. The chocolates are now kind of being attracted to you and you're just being given handed, things are being handed to you now. And a lot of people might think that this is kind of one more confirmation is if you're facing a lot of technological issues, okay? I feel like some people are just trying to get in your business, okay, get in your way of path of success or whatever. I hate to call and bring in these kind of negative, jealous spirits, competitive spirits, but I'm just getting that as well. So yeah, that might be significant as well for a lot of you guys. So yeah, like kind of delays, but not in the negative sense, because again, see, wherever you go, okay, just know that you are being divinely protected and safe, and no weapon that is formed against you will prosper. It cannot. Not until the day that you have God. Like, oh, you have God on your team, okay? You have your spirit team. You have your ancestors. You have your guardian angels. And I'm seeing you have some strong, like heavy, powerful, I don't know, like spiritually high ranking ancestors, and you can say protectors. Like I am also hearing the word Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron. Okay, so I was recently, a few days ago, I was looking up for, see, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. These are deities. Okay, so you can connect with them if you feel the need to call for divine protection or some kind of prayers, and just for your spiritual hygiene, okay, just to ward off any kind of negative or evil spirits getting in your way of you achieving your dreams and goals in life. So you are not being distracted from your path, and you're focused on what you should be focusing on. That is yourself, because you are the center of your own universe, you are the center of your own attention. Everything else fades in the background. I am also feeling like this very star-like kind of energy, like something about superstar. I don't know why I'm channeling a specific, you can say, song right now, superstar. What was the name of that song? Also, Michael Jackson can be significant. I've been watching a lot of videos related to Michael Jackson and all that, especially the way this man was being criticized by the whole world, but yet he was very successful and very much, you can say, he has helped people all around the world with his wealth and success and fame. That's what he did. Like, he saved the children of our country. So that can be significant. Like, this is very specific, but that can also be significant. I'm seeing that you ever since, okay, I'm going to straight just get into the you know uh, main message here. I'm saying that for a lot of you guys, you know that you are an old soul that is spiritually advanced. Okay, you know that your soul has been living like different lifetimes for a very long period of time. So, and that's exactly why you had to go through a lot of lessons, a lot of different experiences that were made you kind of hidden in plain sight. It made you kind of overlooked. Okay, in your past lives, I'm also saying that. Okay, confirmation, because my nose was itching, now my forehead is itching. So I think people, usually when you first encounter someone new, okay, someone new, people just, they don't see the whole you. They just see the, you can say, surface, what's presented to the world. But there's more to you than just what meets the eyes. Okay, that's very special and significant. I'm also hearing that there's more to you than just what meets the eyes. So you have this very much, you can say, depth. You have this wisdom. You have this, internal knowing. You have a lot of inner wisdom, a lot of inner guidance and knowing, like clear cognizant. You just know. Even before you meet someone, you know what this person, the energy they are giving you, or what it can be potentially if you choose to continue to interact with this person that you have just met. Okay, so you have this kind of very deep knowing of where this is going. So you know where this is going. You kind of have a knowing. Okay. So this knowing actually comes from your past lives, because where do you access those records that you have the information about right now? I'm also channeling that you might be having those akashic records um in your reincarnation in this lifetime. Reincarnation, oh my god, that's very specific. So another confirmation that this video is meant for you is, you know that you are an advanced, spiritually advanced old soul. Okay, and that's why this wisdom just naturally, like, it's not natural, actually it's earned. Okay, but not in this lifetime. It has been earned through a lot of different previous lifetimes. So you, where you have lived a lot of, I am seeing like 100 or 10 different lives in one lifetime. So that can also be very significant. And that's why you are, meant to share this knowledge, share this gifts, share this kind of, you can say, wisdom that you have through helping people achieve their dreams and goals in life. Okay, so here where this Michael Jackson reference is relevant, because I think you, since ever since you were a kid, okay, you always had this deep urge, this deep, you can say, the light just flashed, it's still do. It's confirmation. Okay, so you had this deep urge to, help people in some ways or form, shape or form. Like, you have this helper type. Okay, You are very deep spiritual empath. I'm seeing your MBTI type, Meyer-Briggs personality test. If you take that, you will know which kind of personality trait you come under. I'm seeing INFJ, INTJ, ENTJ, ISFP. Is that right? Okay, just go and check in with your MBTI types. Okay, whichever types you come under, that doesn't matter. Even if that your whatever specific types that I just mentioned about personality traits and all that, overall this message will resonate with you in some of the signs and synchronicities that I have given to you so far. Okay, you know that you have a deeper and actually a bigger calling than the most around you, and you know you are not meant for that jobs. You're not cut out for jobs or any kind of 9 to 5 things. Okay, 9 to 5 jobs or career like that. You know that you are meant to create. You're meant to create, and this can be in a lot of different forms. Like, I'm seeing, for example, can be, I don't like to use the word influencers because it shows that like some people just have a, you can say, stereotype that all the influencers basically they just want to, promote their own products that they use or either sell their products to people. And but that's what exactly is business about. Like, you are meant to do that, of course. Like, but a lot of people can view that as a very negative, in a negative light, because it's like you're talking about, see, I'm also my back is itching. Okay, this is close to my heart, to my rib cage. So I think this again goes, this is a deeper kind of, I think you also have a deeper wound when it comes to you putting yourself out there. Okay, yes, imposter syndrome. Okay, you have this deep fear of being visible with your gifts, with your, because your calling calls you, bro. Your calling is about being visible. And when it keeps knocking on your door and you can't sleep at night anymore, okay, restless nights, sleepless nights, you feeling like every day you wake up and you feel this deep internal, you can say, urge and drive to just, that is the reason you wake up, just to create, just to, because it makes you happy, it gives you so much joy that you forget that it is even like work. It doesn't feel like work to you, it feels like you are on a vacation, you are on a trip, and you're enjoying the shit. Okay, you can resonate with being a workaholic as well. If you are like, okay, I'm telling this to myself, I'm calling myself out on this very much that if you are a type of person who forgets to rest, to eat, to sleep, to drink water, to exercise, to go out, and you are so deeply immersed in like this flow state, when it comes to boils down to the work you are doing, and you love that, you're so much in love, you're not even thinking like what else is happening around you, or you're not aware anymore. You're just present, like fully within your body, okay, within your vessel, and you're giving and pouring yourself out, like your heart out to that work. So that's where this fear of vulnerability comes, because fear of being visible, fear of being perceived, judged. Okay, because a lot of people, again, the influences kind of energy can judge you in a negative light. Okay, they can see you as very selfish, or kind of not just selfish. I don't think it's selfish because it's your calling, bro. What's about this is even selfish? I don't get it. And I will not elaborate on that further. If you want to think like that, go ahead. It's your perspective, not mine. I don't think my channel has such kind of viewers who are like so much narrow headed, or I don't know. But anyways, If you're like that, this message is not meant for you. Okay, let me say it. Use your discernment and be strict about what resonates with you. This message will internally resonate also if you feel so light up and like a burst of, you can say, energy, like happy, like out of suddenly, out of hitting you like nowhere, out of nowhere. Okay, a boost of energy that makes you happy, like light up from inside. It gives you chills throughout the message. Some or the other parts, it will give you chills because you are going to resonate with it. That's it. Again, that fear of vulnerability, it's related to your heart. It's related to, I'm seeing your back, your rib cage. Okay, like your rib cage is the organ that protects your heart as well, right? So something about you first feeling safe. Oh, holy shit. Okay, wait. Now I'm seeing a lot of. How am I going to explain this? Okay, I will deep a bit slowly. Okay, I keep saying okay, 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 okay. Sorry if you do not like that. I will try to. I will try to, use some new words in my vocabulary, I guess. I see that you are, in your nervous system, you still have this kind of, you can say, an internal mindset or a negative belief about yourself. Okay, something about, like, you growing up in a poor, or you can say middle class family or something like that, or even like you growing, basically you have grown up in a unstable and chaotic or kind of scarcity mindset when it comes to money, or how your relationship with money. Okay, your relationship with your purpose. It's giving me this very kind of lack and scarcity mindset, okay, around money especially. So that's where this internal, again, you can say, safety is being triggered, because when you're visible with your gifts, with your wisdom, okay, when you're selling something, basically, the work, the art that you have been creating, it usually shows up in four kind of responses, okay. I was, this is crazy, you guys, because I was watching this on my Instagram story just a few days ago. Some one or the other content creators and channeled divine messages that I hear. It was from that, okay. So this content creator, she was saying that, um, okay, it was of Wizard Liz. How did I forget her name? Okay, never mind. It was from Wizard Liz. She basically showed three images of the, you can say, nervous system, what do you call that, triggers or threat that happens when you are being exposed, like, to a vast audience, or being, or you're getting visible with your gifts. That's what I mean, okay. That is a part, like, a part of your contract. That's a, you can say, a part of your contract. But the main theme here is, uh, you're going to go through this short, not short, how can I explain this? This is getting kind of weird. Just hang on, okay? Bear with me as I'm trying to, articulate my words and find the best ways that I can describe this feeling to you guys. So, you can connect the dots. This fear shows up in three ways inside your body, inside your nervous system, especially. You feeling this drop in your stomach, okay? When you are talking about your, you can say, work, you're talking about what you love to create and what you're doing, okay. And maybe, let's just take for example, you are selling some kind of courses, online courses that you have created, okay. And now your body shows, like, kind of shuts down, shrinks back, to the older version of you. Like it tries to, say you, this kind of negative mentality can come like, maybe the work that I'm creating is not that valuable, it's not that important, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter to people, it's not helping people or something like that. Okay, some type of negative self perception about the work that you're doing. Or it can also be money related, like your voice might have been, I'm seeing that, suppressed a lot. uh, yeah, your voice might have been suppressed a lot, and you might have gone through a lot of throat chakra blocks because of this, because of you not being able to speak up your truth. I'm also seeing a very strong significance about boundaries, healthy boundaries, setting up healthy boundaries when it comes to your relationships, especially around any connections like with your family, friends, or your ex partners. In confirmation, I just had a what do you call that, Dakar in Hindi. I don't know what's it called in English. I will look it up. I'm sorry, okay? Anyways, never mind. So, burp. Oh, yes, burp. That's called burp. I'm burping, okay? Anyways, that's just confirmation. This message is for you. You might have gone through a lot of periods of time where you were being punished or your voice was being erased from the world. I'm hearing it might have also been related to past lives where when you did speak up for your truth, or when you did put yourself out there, it created this kind open to the threat of vulnerability, to the threat of being, I'm even seeing dying, like people killing. This shit is deeper than I thought it would be. This is going somewhere else. Where did I start and where am I? This always happens. I come here thinking this message will be this type, this certain way, in this direction. It will go in here in a certain manner or whatever direction, okay? And then it goes in a completely different nervous system direction as I'm speaking, because I am hearing the significance of nervous system regulation, nervous system reset, doing breath work, okay, doing reprogramming your subconscious mind basically. And how do you do that? By giving your nervous system the safety to 555, as I said, that change when you're evolving, when you can say, in this transition period from that older identity and version of not feeling safe expressing your feelings, your thoughts, because again, either your feelings or whatever you expressed was being dismissed, or you were attacked, or you were harmed because you spoke up what matters to you and what do you need. Okay, that's where the significance for setting healthy boundaries with people in your connections and relationships, as it comes up in this message right now. Okay, it's being significant here. There's a lot of, you can say, I'm feeling kind of this mucus in my throat. You guys might be feeling a slight cold or cough and going through something like that, like slight, or it might be a lot. I don't know. Cold could be having, getting cold could be significant. Okay, feeling a throat chakra block. Okay, when you're having the symptoms of, you can say, cold and cough, it can be, look it up on Google. The spiritual meaning of usually having a cold and cough for me, it's like throat chakra block. Okay, something in your throat is not being expressed and it's being suppressed for too long. And since you're not you can say putting yourself out there, though the risk of judgment, though the risk of being perceived by others in a negative or positive light. That is, you can say, you will get used to it after some time. At first, it might feel very threatening, very kind of feel like that drop in your stomach. Can't proceed to, say what you are saying. You forget, you trip over your words, you say something else. So, all these responses, like fawn and freeze responses, go look it up on Google. Those are your, you can say, nervous system triggers and threat responses that you feel when you are opening up. Basically, you're healing your throat chakra by opening up. Okay, opening up about something you are meant to be doing it, like it's your calling, it's your journey. Okay, it's your path, it's your purpose, it's related to your purpose, to your soul's purpose in this lifetime. So yeah, so the way you wrap yourself around this thing is, I'm getting a heavy significance about sitting with yourself and feeling all your emotions. That's how you regulate your nervous system. Okay, all this time I used to think that going to the gym or doing art or doing singing or doing dancing or doing like distracting myself in some of the other activities or even talking to someone, okay, this would help me regulate. Okay, or even doing like breath work or constant EFT tapping or something like that. At some point it felt very much, you can say, routine kind of, rather than it being natural for me, and I wanted something that's very, you can say, easy for me to be consistent. And something like, if you make it easier for you instead of working so hard, that makes it kind of, harder for you to be consistent with it. So if you can make the process a little bit easier for you, it's easier for you to, show up for yourself every single day in that energy. So you can provide yourself that safety of, through that you of that safety of being visible, and still feeling confident enough and safe enough inside yourself and comfortable enough inside yourself to do so, regardless of the impact, regardless of the, you can say, judgments, and regardless of any kind of comments or whatever perceptions are being thrown towards you. Okay, and also when you learn to alchemize that shit, okay, whatever judgments you're receiving or energies that you're receiving towards you from other people sent towards your way, right? When you learn to alchemize and transmute it, you're pretty much going to be even more, you can say, successful and feel safe and comfortable in just being your authentic self and expressing the things that you need to express in order. Not to everyone, see, I don't mean that expressing your creativity, your art and your feelings out into any random person out there on the street. Please don't take my message as that, okay, please. I'm saying it's related to your purpose. So you have to learn how to, put it in a very strategic manner. That's where this long game is coming from. You are learning ways how to deal with your, you can say, nervous system threat responses, like fawn and freeze responses, this sudden stomach drop or heart drop, or you know completely forgetting what you are going to say. Okay, it happens because this is the first time, or maybe you're still, unlearning a subconscious, you can say, pattern of subconscious pattern of being poor, of being judged, or anything that has been holding you back and it's no longer serving your highest good. So, in order to unlearn that subconscious pattern, right, you just don't do it by affirmations all the time. That's what I realized. Like, that's when it felt very kind of robotic and routine type and struck. And see, for the feminine energy, I would not say you to completely, leave any structure and any kind of strict routines in your life. I'm not saying to completely leave that. you can find a middle ground, a common ground where in you use your intuition to uh, use your intuition to guide you to do what feels the most, you can say, alive and makes you feel more joy and happy, and you're naturally doing it and not forcing yourself to do that. So that's what your intuition will guide you towards, something that's giving you peace, clarity and direction and happiness in your purpose, okay, in whatever purpose or goal that you're doing. So when you use your intuition, as well as when you give it a little structure, like, okay, I will use this in the morning or at night. For example, your intuition, I'm giving you an example. Think that your intuition is the highest and the best and most obnoxious at night, okay? And at night time, usually by the circadian, is that circadian? Am I spelling it right? I don't know. Wait. Yeah, like the biological clock, okay, of your body. Basically, it says that at night our creative pursuits and our creative brain, it's the left brain, I guess. I think, yeah. If I'm right, if I'm not wrong, just check it up on Google. Your creative pursuits, like any kind of relaxation or engaging into, journaling, writing, singing, art, or whatever that is, okay? At night, it's very high. The level is high. And at morning, usually the intuition is not very high. It's there, but not very heightened states, okay? So at in the morning you can do this thing that your, you can say, logical brain and your very the structural kind of brain is very high, okay, this right brain, if I'm not wrong, this brain is very activated during the morning. So you can use this to study, to learn something new, to pursue some different kind of interest you have, or to learn more about it, or to engage in something very, you can say, physical activities, not physical, okay, mental activities, okay, it can be mental, very much like solving something or analyzing something, or you can say memorizing something, learning something, okay, storing that information. So studying, for example, you can use the morning time for studying, which is very best. You will remember it for a much likely longer period of time if you study early in the morning. We have heard this, right? And it's that for that biological clock reason of our body, okay? Your brain remembers everything that you have studied very well in the morning, because you are fresh now after a good 7 to 8 hours or 9 hours of sleep, okay? It's ready now to take on new information, to take on new pursuits, to take on new experiences, or whatever you want to learn or acquire information about. You can do that in the morning. At night, now you can engage in some kind of, I do this, okay, you can engage in yoga, very much like the physical activities. So you can um, creates kind of balance, like in the morning you're doing the mental activities, at night or in the evening time you're doing this kind of physical activities like light exercises or something, just for movement of that energy, the energy that you has been built up throughout your morning, okay? In the morning, for this is for feminine, you can say, collective. This is for my feminine collective, like also includes divine feminines, okay? Use this kind of structure and routine wherein you choose, something, if you have some heavier jobs or something that's very, you can say, takes a lot of energy to do, you can schedule it in the morning. That will be the best reason for you to wake up and get that internal drive. And this has to be also, again, it has to be something you enjoy, okay? You can rest, you can enjoy, you can have fun in the process, and it doesn't feel like you are working. It feels like you are just enjoying the whole process and being on a vacation, like doesn't feel like work, okay? It feels like love, or making love with yourself and God, okay? I know it sounds kind of like um it's giving me this very creative, you can say, sexual energy again. Your This can also be related to your sacral chakra. I'm seeing that orange color, sacral chakra, okay? That is the center of your sexual energy. Like, see, sexual energy is very misperceived in the society, okay? You can use that to actually step up and level up a lot in a lot of different areas and aspects of your life, okay? And people perceive it in a very, you can say, this stereotypical negative shade of light, okay? Where they think that it's only about giving access to your body and to your very, you can say, sacred parts of your life and everything to men, okay? It's not about men anymore. It's not about male validation. It's about your own internal validation. If that makes more sense, then that's the message for you, okay? So yeah, so you can create this kind of structure, and that's where you will find the middle ground. Like, in the morning you can do this heavy lifting stuffs, okay? All that stuffs that requires a lot of mental, physical, both energies. And usually if you choose mental energies in the morning, it's very good, because something about solving problems, analyzing, or fixing things, or gaining new information, or learning something new, it happens. Like, if you can be consistent with it every single day, okay? 1 month from now, just 1 month, note it down, okay? Lock the fuck in and note it down. You're going to be very far ahead than even, you can say, 90% of the population, okay? You will be in the one top percent of the population who is locked in, so much locked in that you're not even bothered. You don't even know what's going on in your, you can say, 3D, in the sense that it's not like you aren't aware of the things that are going on around you. You are, but you don't really give a fuck about how that's meant to, distract you, or kind of put you off your spirit, put you off your path, or put you off your energy and alignment, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And at night you can choose to do this kind of lightweight works, or something that very much, freshens you up. In the morning, this energy is building up inside your body, okay? When you are a divine feminine, even a masculine has a divine feminine energy inside them, right? The yin and yang balance. So how do you balance the masculine and feminine energies inside you, inside an individual, right? By putting yourself in a, you can say, intuition plus structure that works perfectly for you. You know what works the best for you, so use that, okay? Regardless of the examples I'm giving you, you can use this as well. If this works as a good, you can say, um, template, a good, you can say, advice that you can actually be implying in your life, then this is for you, okay? Otherwise, it's your calling. I'm all that I keep hearing, that when it's your calling, it will keep calling you, and it will make you so freaking mad. Like, you will go mad. You will go mad at. You're literally so mad. Like, not mad in the angry kind of way. Okay, you're an angry bird. Okay. It's mad in the sense that you can't even sleep. You can't get a wink of sleep or something like that. Okay, because you're so excited, and you are a lot of like high kind of this energy. Like, your energy is very um high in the sense, like, your electrostats inside your body, okay? In the context of physics and quantum field, if I speak about, your energy is at its peak. And which phase is that when the women's energy is at peak? like the 28 days cycle about periods I'm talking about. I don't know which phase is that. I forgot. Is it ovulation stage? Or might be, yeah, ovulation. Luteal phase? No. Might be ovulation phase. I need to look it up, okay? So, in this 28 days cycle of periods that women get, right? Um, this is how our body works, like how a feminine body works, how a feminine nervous system works, which is completely different than the male nervous system and male body and how it works. The male nervous system and the body resets after every 24 hours. Ours resets after like weeks and weeks, okay? In 28 and every 28 days. Our doesn't reset in like 24 by 7 clock. So our body literally doesn't know that, doesn't know what's time. But yeah, but still we are used to it, and that's why we wake up when we are meant to wake up. We go to bed when we are meant to go to bed, because this is learned information. This is learned when you are just a kid, okay, ever since that time. But you weren't taught how to sit with yourself, how to sit with your emotions, how to process them, how to identify and recognize them, okay, to regulate your nervous system. Again, this goes back to regulating your nervous system. When you know how to, regulate your emotions, you don't try to run away or escape your reality or anymore, okay? And you also do not give a fuck about if anything that is going negative, or that is things not working out, or something you getting rejected somewhere, or you getting fed up of doing the repetitive things. These all things that I'm talking about, these are the struggles at the back of your mind, okay? It's there, you know it, but you are not giving or feeding your energy into that brain area, okay, that area of your brain. Because wherever your attention goes, your energy flows, right? And if you are using your energy to destroy yourself, to self sabotage, to get in your own way of achieving your dreams and goals and being focused and locked in with yourself, then what are you doing? You're self sabotaging, right? Basically you are harming yourself. This is, again, it becomes a survival, defense and coping mechanism. So how do you learn that? By Not by doing anything like journaling, going for a walk, or meditating, or going in the sunlight. Yes, it might work. It might work at the beginning, okay? It did for me. It did used to work for me like that. But once again I realized that it was only for a short period of time that I would feel like actually I have gotten some clarity, or really processed what's been going on, or made sense out of this whole situation, okay? Or how I react and respond now. I always like to hold myself back a few minutes, or even an hour before I respond or react to any situation. So very analytical in that sense. That is how my brain works. Anyways, so you need to sit down with your, you can say, emotions and talk to yourself like someone you love, okay? How would you talk to yourself if you talk to a very loving, supporting, kind, you can say, parent, or yeah, a caregiver, okay? Imagine that you are that adult version of you and you are talking to your inner child, okay? What kind of words would you use for this child? Would you say that just because you couldn't achieve something or do something right, would you bring her down? Would you put her down? Would you let her down, discourage her? Or would you, try to encourage her, light her up, uplift her, and try to, get herself out of this situation, unstuck her, right? Make her feel safe in doing that. So you will be saying things to yourself like, out of compassion, love, and empathy, that you are not at fault, okay? This is not your fault, but this is your responsibility. right? And as an adult now, we know how to deal with these things because we know how this goes. We have seen this before. Okay, this is not a new experience. We have seen this, we have done this before. So, how did we go through it before? Did it work? And if we have already gone through this experience before, did it work? Like, did things work out for the better? And now your brain will try to find evidences in the past where things did work out. Maybe not in the way you expected it to be, but in the ways that's even better than you imagined. Okay, that's how you stop, thinking from this lack, unlucky kind of mindset, and you start thinking from this abundant and lucky mindset. See, studies and researchers have found that the difference between unlucky people, people who think that everything depends upon their luck, okay, and they are very much unfortunately unlucky in their life, that highly tend to be uh, hyper, you can say sensitive, not hypersensitive, but neuroticism is high, okay, and they very much like to complain about things but do nothing about it. They know how to complain but they don't know how to deal with it, okay, that's all they do. And they would keep blaming every single person outside of them, and even maybe themselves, thinking that their life is like this either because of other people or it's because of themselves. So they keep going on with this blaming, okay, blaming others and everyone else, or blaming themselves again and again, either gaining this victim or villain kind of complex in their head. So they can't, like, it's such an addiction loop, it's a mental, you can say, battle pattern, internal conflict, okay. And on the other hand, there are lucky people, which researchers and studies have found that even 80% of the people who are very successful and rich, they know that things are going to work out for them. They're just going to be given things to them, okay? Like, even on a silver platter, maybe things are going to be easy because things are meant to be easy and they deserve to be treated like loyalty. You deserve to be treated like royalty, not loyalty, okay? Royalty. Because you are a queen and you are a king, okay? Whatever your gender is. So they think like this even after they have the same struggles, and researchers and studies have also found that they also have even more deeper struggles maybe than the people who complain about things all the time, okay. But the only difference that's setting them apart from the unlucky ones and people who are usually stuck in this kind of poor and lack mindset instead of a abundant and rich mindset and lucky mindset is, these lucky people, they might even be a very bad person, or doesn't matter if you are a good or bad person here. The universe responds to your energy, okay. If you can trick your brain, trick yourself into thinking that you are fucking lucky and everything always works out for you better than you imagined it to be, things are always easy for you, because that's just how you were built by God. Like, if you just can trick yourself into this lucky, you can say, kind of mindset. 777, okay, I'm saying that in my mind's eye. Life is going to get so good, you have no idea. Life is about to get so rich, you are about to feel so healthy and lucky, okay. A lot of things that you used to deal with in the past will no longer be a struggle for you now, okay. You will be out of that older identity and version of freezing, fawning, shutting down when you get visible with your, you can say, feelings, truth, voice, your gifts, and your message out there to this world, okay. Whatever you are sharing, okay, that's adding some kind of value to other people's life, it's helping them, it's uplifting them, it's helping them achieve their dreams and goals as well, okay. So when you are doing this now, compared to when you are doing this from that poor and lack mindset. You are going to see a vast mental shift and difference. Like a huge gap you have closed mentally, and also you can say physically, because it starts showing up in your reality now. Now your reality starts matching up with your internal beliefs about you. Because, and see, this doesn't happen in a very overnight kind of success kind of thing, okay? This is a whole change of your identity. This is a whole 360-degree, you can say, life changing shift in your whole entire existence. Okay, it's going to be hard. I never said that it's not going to be hard. Okay, that's what you're thinking, that you're going to be handed cheat codes or short term rewards or whatever, when you have just started and you expect things to, just be given to you without any actual real work. That's not what I mean. Okay, that's not some kind of gambling or some kind of lottery winning. I'm not talking about that. No, this is a whole rewiring your subconscious mind, sitting down with your emotions instead of running away from it, understanding what triggers you, what threatens your peace, what triggers your wounds, where is still some, you can say, triggers, threats, and fears that you have within you that's making you feel insecure or unheard, or you can say invisible, or making you feel the need to, be validated by your external people or anything from outside. Okay, just to give you that comfort of, yeah, you, the work that you are doing is working, or the work that you're doing is being valued. It is valuable. It is valuable, the work that you're doing. I want you to, get this thing drilled inside your fucking shit head. Okay, you matter. The work you're doing, it matters. Okay, I see you. I see you. No, I really see you. I'm not kidding. I don't think someone has ever said that to you before, and I think your inner child needs to hear this, that you are not alone. Okay, you have your ancestors, you have God, you have people you haven't met yet who are going to make you so happy, so seen, so appreciated, so valuable, that a time where your life was so hard, it was so much of struggles and suffering, that time you would forget that. Those memories, it will feel like memories. It will feel like distant, something that happened like maybe in your past life or something like that. But it happened in this lifetime. But you will no longer look like the, things that you have been through, or the struggles, or the behind the work, you can behind the scene um, hardships that you have gone through in your life. Okay, and for you to get into that stage is to go through it, not under it, not over it. Okay, not spiritually bypassing the experience by acting like didn't happen, it doesn't exist. No, something is bothering you, it's something is, making you act up. It's triggering you in a negative way, not in a positive manner, but in a negative way. It's threatening you, it's making you shrink, it's making you, go back. One more big example for this thing is your imposter syndrome, and this could likely show up in your, you can say, maybe when you're about to post something that you have created, you have worked on for several hours in a day or in a row, and you're finally going to hit the post button, okay, share button, and you stop there and you keep overthinking, should I post this, should I say this, how will it be perceived, will people something think that this is related to them, or will it come across as very, you can say, diabolical? Yeah, diabolical shit. First of all, are you doing this for other people, or are you doing this for yourself? Do you care about other people, or do you care about yourself first? Because if you only care about what other people, okay, they will think, they will do, or they will receive you with the same love that you are creating it from or not. You might as well just live your whole entire life for them and not just for you. Yeah, just you have free will. Human beings have free will. I'm not tying you down here. You're free to do what you want to choose to do. You're an adult now and you know what you're meant to do. You know your calling. And once you know the truth, once you see it, once you feel it, you can't ignore it anymore. You can't think that ignorance is a bliss. You can't run away from it. You know you can try to do that. It's not going to work. The things that you think is going to, stop you, be an obstacle in your path, in your purpose, from you achieving your higher self, your biggest dreams, big ass dreams in life, okay? Getting in that way of you getting in your own way of success in life and happiness and peace and freedom in life, or whatever that goal is, even divine love in life. The only thing that's stopping you and holding you back is you, is the old you. So destroy the old you before it destroys you. Okay? Listen to that shit again if you need. Destroy the old you before it destroys you. Do not let it destroy you. And if it does destroys you, make sure you are recreating, you're rebuilding something even more beautiful from the cracks, from the crevices, from the broken pieces. I am seeing, okay, this is such a beautiful scene. Okay, angels, I'm feeling the presence of my angels, guiding angels. Okay, this is going to be so heart touching, okay? But don't cry. This is to help you recognize that whatever you are creating is valuable. Even if you think that it doesn't matter, it matters. Not because someone else said it or not, but because God needs you to do this. Your bloodline needs you to break the curse. Your bloodline needs you to put yourself out there. People out there needs you. The world needs you, what you're creating. So if you think what you're creating is small or it doesn't matter that much, it matters so much more than you can imagine or think of right now. And just because you're not seeing the results very soon, or you're not getting that short-term recognition, does not mean nothing is happening or nothing is changing or nothing is working out for you. No, it's exactly the opposite. Things are shifting in your favor, but before that you are changing yourself. You are destroying the old you and you're rebuilding the new you. That's what happening, okay? That is what is happening. So things are working out for you in your highest favor. Always trust that. Not because I said it, but because you will have no other choice left. Because God will make you so freaking, you can say, rich, blessed, healthy, happy, successful, loved and respected and authentic person on this planet Earth, that He uses your hands, your mouth, your wisdom and your vessel to help and bless billions and millions of people out there. And just by doing that, you are going to get paid literally for existing, literally just for focusing on yourself and doing your own work, doing your own shit, being in your own business and not being in a nosy type in other people's business, but being a nosy as fuck in your own business. You're going to get paid for that because you weren't thinking about the outcome, the results, or the gains, or the recognition, or the rewards. You are doing this for yourself, for that inner child who still dreams so big ass that you sometimes get scared and even sad when things does not happen the exact way you wanted it to play out. I know you get frustrated, but hold on, my love. I'm saying this with so much love and trust. hold on to faith, hold on to trust. You're taking a leap of faith, and it requires a lot of trust, a lot of surrender, a lot of letting go of control, a lot of letting go of familiarity and patterns that destroy you and does not, elevate you or uplift you. You need to let go of that. You need to have a full, you can do this on every full moons, okay? A whole ritual for letting go of whatever habits, your own defense coping mechanisms, or whatever attachment styles you have, or whatever any limiting beliefs, fears. I have been working on my limiting beliefs, so okay. So any limiting beliefs, fears, blockages, and resistances you have, whether it be in love, in relationships, in career, in friendships, write it down that paper, okay? Take a piece of paper, write it all down, and on a full moon day, on a full moon, burn down that whole paper, okay? And I want you to take a picture of that paper before burning it, okay? So whatever you have written, all those fears that you're letting go of, completely releasing them out of your entire system. And now that picture that you have taken, after that, burn that paper, obviously, okay, and throw it away. Either in the dustbin, you throw it away, or drain it down the sink. So when that energy goes down the, you can say, sink, it meets with the earth. So it actually, earth energy neutralizes whatever energy you have released yourself that can be negative. So earth will stabilize and alchemize that energy into your divine success, peace, happiness, freedom, whatever you want to alchemize and transmute it into. Now for the next step, you are going to sit down, come back to that image that you have, the picture that you have taken, okay? Replace, now sit with ChatGPT and reprogram, write a prompt on ChatGPT that reprogram all these limiting beliefs that I have written about myself, prove them all wrong, and reframe it in a positive, abundant, lucky, loving, respectful, and peaceful manner for me. Affirmations that are loving, peaceful, and takes me out of that old identity into a completely new, different person that I need to be at this moment of time, by the blessing of God. Okay. If you can't write it so much big, just say that reprogram and reframe my old limiting beliefs into abundance, positive, lucky, loving, respectful, peaceful. Can go chaotic as well. Why does it have to be peaceful all the time? It can go chaotic. When you ask for peace, you will go through chaos. So let's bring that both of those things together and make something beautiful out of it. Okay? So you're going to reframe all those beliefs, old internal beliefs you had, and you are going to replace it with new beliefs that is loving, that is proves your limiting beliefs wrong, prove all your limiting beliefs wrong, and gives you the very real and good blueprint for your, you can say, um, soul's purpose or map or any guide that helps you guide towards your goals, towards your dreams, okay? Whatever it is that you want to manifest or achieve or have in your life. And make sure you show some gratitude at the end of it. Say 1, 2, or 3 affirmations, or 4, maybe 3, okay? Let's not do so many. Let's just do 3 affirmations that rewires the whole letting go of shits that you have written together, compacts it, compresses it into 1 or 2 or 3 sentence. Okay, short for you, easy for you to work with, sits very well in your subconscious mind because you're not keeping it very detailed, or you can say very consuming your energy, but keeping it light. you're keeping it fun, kind of joyful. Okay, make sure you're enjoying the process. Be feral, be wild, be excited. Try to be excited. Okay, I feel that you don't have to try to be excited. You will be excited when you do this, because I, for myself, I can say I am very excited whenever I do this. Very much excited person. I'll be popping out of my excitement. That is another story. Anyways, this makes you so much happy and light up from inside whenever I engage in these activities. Okay, rituals. This is just one of the very core, deep rituals that I'm giving you access to. I think I need to get paid for this, bro. Why did I just. Shit. Anyways, it's okay. You don't have to be hard on yourself. I love you. I always do this. You don't have to be hard on yourself. Recently, I've been trying to be loving, as much more loving towards myself as I possibly can be. Increasing my patience, my gentleness when it comes to dealing with myself. Okay, only then the transformation, the changes, the rebuilding, the recreating your new identity, the whole process becomes more fun, natural, effortless, and not something you're forcing yourself to do it. It only becomes that easy and fun to do it when you're just feeling like you're loosening yourself, like you are like you're in the air. Okay, you're flying in the sky and you're just floating around like a free bird. Okay, so it feels very, you can say, wild, exciting, very fiery kind of energy, passionate, very air-headed, like light-headed. And for stabilizing the energy, you can also do something. If you're working with your body, with your nervous system, sleep, rest, body healing and recovery, especially during quantum shifts, transition period, transformation shifts, you will go through a lot of quantum jumps, timeline jumps. So it's important for you to connect with the earth energy as well. And when you're connecting with the earth energy, make sure you're not, also on the sideline, that you're trying to connect with the water energy and fire energy, earth or sorry, fire and water elements. Okay, because when you're doing something, one aspect, like if you're changing your dream body, you want your dream body, manifest your dream body, healing yourself or healing your gut, okay, your stomach. I'm also getting a significance of you going through a lot of stomach issues, because I am, my gut health. Okay, so if you want to work with your body and healing and recovering in your body, okay, change your body, or in some kind of ways achieve your dream body or something like that, work with earth energy. Go and hug a tree or two, tell them whatever people have done to you, whatever bad shit has happened to you. I'm telling you, it's dope. It's feral. It's within 1 day or 2 days, see the rise in your energy levels, see the boost in your mood. It will be so uplifted and elevated, and you will feel relaxed. Also, make sure to stay hydrated. Okay, make sure that you're taking your food on time, you're sleeping on time. Who is this? Me. Okay, why did I do that? I do this to myself as well. Okay, guys. As much as this is a thing I'm telling you to do, it's a thing I need to do as well. Message goes both ways. Okay? Both ways, we're connecting. Anyways, yeah, work with earth energy. It will be much more, you can say, it will help you ground yourself. That is what I mean. Stabilize any high electrostatic energy that you're feeling. Okay, if it gets very hyper, it will burn. It will burn down your vessel, and burn down in the sense, it's not in the literal sense that you will get burned or dead, like alive and dead, from alive to dead. No, not like that. Burnout. By this I mean like fatigue, tiredness, restlessness, burnout. So when your body overworks itself because of its high, you can say, boost of energy, you have a lot of energy and you are, you know, trying to handle and deal with a lot of different aspects. You're juggling a lot of different worlds: work life balance, relationship balance, this balance, that balance, your bank balance. So when you're balancing a lot of things in life, okay, basically, and you want to find a peace in every aspect that connects you, makes you one with God. Okay? So you can rest, because a warrior needs rest, needs to come back home, okay, and rest as well. So it can continue to go on wars on the next day, right? So you need to revitalize your energy, reboost your body. You getting what I'm saying, right? So that's connect with the earth energies. This is very, like, any pain, suffering, or struggle that you have been through. Okay, if you can transmute that, if you can say some affirmations, hug a tree, or tell them whatever shit has happened that has gone wrong or bad. I'm telling you, watch. Watch how it happens, what kind of blessings you get blessed with, what kind of luckiness, lucky trifle of shifts, okay? Good shifts happen in all different aspects of your life. Just try it and watch what happens. Be an alchemist. Don't sit there with the pain, like a pain in your ass, okay? Do something with that. Transmute that into your power. Transmute that into your voice. And you being effortlessly, unapologetically being yourself. Transmute that into it, okay? Act like the it girl. Rewire your entire identity into this new thing. And this full moon rituals, this hugging a tree, this talking to water, even not giving everything all at once. So, yeah, some kind of gatekeeping that information, anyways. But yeah, all these are stuffs, ways in which you can analyze and transmute and change and adapt your life. No matter which area of your life you're trying to improve, or work in a completely different new person, new mindset. So you don't become a new, you can say, person without first changing your emotions, the way you're thinking about it. First, your emotions. If there is no change in your emotions, how will you change your thought process? Your thought process comes second, and third comes action, third comes implement your emotions. If you don't have a change of your heart, a change of your emotions, or trying to see things that have been happening within and around you in a higher light, different higher perspective, right? So how is it that possible that you will be, able to become a completely new different person? Because acting like a completely new different person who has a lot of aura, lot of confidence, lot of whatever you're trying to manifest, okay, success, mm, rich, wealthy, blessed, or whatever, like that. How do you become that? Change your emotions, the way you are thinking about things in your life right now. Change, rewire those, reframe those limiting beliefs. Spot on. Whenever you are getting this fear, notice that, write it down. I do this all the time. Whenever I am being exposed to a situation that triggers me or threatens me in mildly or normal level, I always write it down. So later on, I can go back and check in with myself. Okay, Aishi, what's going on? What's happening there? why did we act that way? Why did we do this? Why did we say this? Or how can we say things that we want to say, right? And the way we want to say it. So yeah, that's how we do it. Rest of the message, I keep hearing that you're meant to be rich as fuck. Like you don't even know. You might think I'm joking or something like that. I'm feeling that energy, okay? You are feeling a very giddy, light-hearted kind of, like you're not worried if you actually gonna, how much longer it's gonna take or how you're going to do it. Because you just know you're going to do it. But you just don't know yet how or when, a timeline, right? You just have this deep knowing ever since your childhood that you're meant to do something big to help people, like billions of people, not out of anything, okay? Not for free. It comes with something, you receiving something in return as well. Like on the, that's the fruit, that's the, process, and not about the destination, because the destination is already destined. It's written down in the stars. It's already an aligning. You just need to have faith, belief, trust in yourself and God in the process, and know how to move through it instead of under or over it. Okay? Through the waves. Let the waves take you exactly where it's meant to take you in this lifetime. By God, by God's blessings. And yeah, I was talking about recreating, right? I was getting this image inside my head, okay, that getting a massive, again, throat mucus, a lot of mucus in my throat. This is again confirmation. I'm saying that your heart has been broken like into a million pieces, okay? Like a glass. How when a glass breaks or something, like a vase, a flower vase. I'm getting a reference to a glass or either a flower vase. When it breaks, it shatters. So something about your heart being very fragile, okay? That was how you used to think before, the old you, okay? So now I am seeing that you are now, your inner child is coming and picking up all those pieces one by one and creating, it's like putting pieces together in a golden, you can say, paint or something, in a golden, you're painting that cracks, those pieces with something to stick with a golden paint or something like that, okay? And by doing this, you are changing the whole story. You're rewriting your whole story about how life is supposed to be. And this is not the end. Hey, you can always say this to yourself, that this is not how my story ends, okay? This is not how it's supposed to be. I can choose differently. I can choose what I want for myself. I can choose the life that I want to live for myself, not for others, but for myself. I can choose that. I get to have the free will because it's my birthright to be able to choose the life of my dreams, okay? The life of my ease and success and peace and freedom and happiness and love, okay? I get to choose that in a different way. I'm no longer the byproduct of my environment or the byproduct of my parents. No, I am a different individual now, a new identity and a different body. Wait, why did I say different body? The body is same, maybe you have changed a lot, so it does feel like it's new, like it's completely like different, because it has gone through So many shape shifting, restructuring, reshaping. Okay, it's just like plastic surgery. Like when you do plastic surgery on someone's body or something, you change something completely different. I like this analogy, plastic surgery. Okay, so you are recreating yourself. Like you are no longer the person you looked at yourself in those younger years or in those old pics, the old pics you have of yourself in the in the gallery or whatever. You're no longer that person. Like you look different. You're looking physically different. It's showing physically now.